Very good morning to everyone. In this lecture, WE8451 Linear Integrated Circuits and Applications. Unit 2 Characteristics of Operation Amplifier. Today, we are going to discuss the characteristics of operation amplifier. There are the two different characteristics. Number one, AC characteristics and DC characteristics. We can go to studied in this characteristics. First of all, we are discuss the operational amplifier of inverting and non-inverting operations. Now we can move to the inverting operational amplifier configurations. This is a operational amplifier inverting configurations. It is connected with feedback to produce a closed loop operations. When dealing with the operational amplifier, there are two very important rules to remember about the inverting amplifier. There are no current flow into the input terminal, and then voltage V1, that is the input voltage, always equal to input voltage V2. However, in real world operational amplifier circuit, both of these rules are straightly broken. This is because the junction of the input and feedback signal is at the same potential as the power of positive sign input with which is at 0 volt or ground. Then the junction is a virtual earth. So, the virtual earth node in the input resistance of the operational amplifier is equal to the value of the input resistor. The input resistor and the closed loop gain of an inverting amplifier can be set by the ratio of the two external resistance. There are two very important rules to remember about the inverting amplifier or an operational amplifier for that matter, and there are no current flow into the input terminal and the differential input voltage is 0, that is a V1 is equal to V2 equal to 0. Then by using the two rules we can derive the equation for calculating the open loop gain inverting amplifier using the first principle. Now we can go to discuss the AC characteristics of operational amplifier. So the AC characteristics of operational amplifier, a small signal, that is a small sinusoidal AC applications, one has to know the AC characteristics such as the frequency response and the skew rate. The frequency response, the variation in operating frequency will causes the variation in gain magnitude and in phase angle. The manner in which the gain of operational amplifier respond to different frequencies is called the frequency response. The operational amplifier should have the infinite bandwidth, that is a bandwidth is equal to infinity. Therefore, it is the open loop gain in 90 dB with the DC signal. Its gain should remain the same 90 degree through the audio and also onto the high radio frequency. Below this figure is modified variation of the low frequency model with capacitor C at the output. The operational amplifier gain decreases, that is a roll off at a highly frequency, that is a higher frequency. What reason to decrease gain after a certain frequency reaches? Therefore must be a capacitive components in the equivalent circuit of operational amplifier. For an operational amplifier APAM will with only one break frequency all the capacitance effect can be represented by a single capacitance. There is one pole due to the R0 that is a C and 120-degree decade. The open loop voltage gain of an operational amplifier with only one corner frequency. It obtained from the figure in F1 is a corner frequency or the upper 3 dB frequency of the operational amplifier. The magnitude and phase angle of an open loop voltage gain of frequency can be written as a magnitude of the phase and magnitude of the phase angle characteristics. Now we can see the curve, that is a frequency into the time and into the gain of dB. For the frequency is a f less than f1, the magnitude of the gain is 20 log, that is a open loop gain in dB. At the frequency f is equal to f1, the gain is in 3 dB down from the DC value of the open loop gain in dB. This frequency f1 is called a corner frequency. Now the f1 is greater than f1, f is equal to f greater than f1. The roll off at the rate of 20 dB decode or 6 dB decade. Now we can see the structure. So in this structure it can be frequency of the f greater than f1, f equal to f1 and f less than f1. That is a f less than f1 is a magnitude of the gain and equal to f1 is a DC value of the open loop gain, and f greater than f1 is a rate of 20 degree, that is a roll off at the rate of 20 degree decade or 6 dB decade. Now we can move to the circuit stability. A circuit or a group of circuit connected together as a system is said to be stable. The output reaches a fixed value in finite time, or a system is said to be unstable. If its output increases with a time instead of achieving a fixed value, in fact, the output of the unstable system keep on increasing until the system is breakdown. The unstable system are impractical and need to be made stable. The criterion of gain for stability is used when the system is to be tested practically. In theoretically, it allows user to test a system for stability. Example, Bode flat. Bode flat are compared the magnitude versus the frequency and phase angle of the frequency. Any system whose the stability is to determined can be represented by the block diagram. We can see the block diagram. The block between the output and input is referred to as a forward block, and block between the output signal and the input and our feedback signal is referred as a feedback. The content of each block is referred. The transfer frequency in the figure of open looped gain, which is given by open loop gain of frequency, is equal to output voltage divided by input voltage into the frequency of voltage equal to 0, where open loop gain is equal to open loop gain voltage gain, the closed loop gain AF is given as AF is equal to output divided by input voltage into the frequency of gain is equal to open loop gain divided by 1 plus open loop gain into B, that is a bandwidth of the signal. It is a B is a gain of feedback circuit. The B is a constant if it is a feedback circuit uses only the resistive components. Now it is a function of the, it is a concept of circuit stability in AC characteristics of operational amplifier. The magnitude and the frequency and phase versus the frequency plate are drawn. The system stability may be determined as two methods. Method 1, determine the phase angle when the magnitude is 0 dB or 1 dB. If the phase angle is greater than 180 degree, the system is stable. However, the some systems or the magnitude may never be zero. In that case, the method 2 must be used. And method 2, it determines the phase angle when the magnitude of open loop gain dB and 0 dB or 1 dB. If the phase angle is greater than minus 180 degree, the magnitude is in minus, that is a negative sign decimal, that is the system is stable. However, the some systems, the phase angle of system may reach the 180 degree. Under the such conditions, the method 1 must be used to determine the system stability. Now the AC characteristics of operational amplifier. First of all, we can determine the skew rate. It means how fast the output of an operational amplifier changes with respect to input, and it considered the operational amplifier input as a square wave, keep increasing the frequency, that is a keeping amplitude constant of a square wave. The square wave distorted the frequency and amplitude, and the skew rate is maximum of the peak of the signal. An op-amp with a very small skew rate would produce the dimension to a squared wavefront. Now we can see the input and output waveform, that is the frequency response. The maximum rate of the change of output across when cos omega t is equal to 1. Therefore, the SR is equal to dV0 divided by dt, that is a maximum equal to width of the maximum voltage into the SR is equal to 2 pi f Vm Vs divided by S is equal to 2 pi f Vm V divided by Ms. Thus the maximum frequency, or which can be obtained an undesired output voltage of peak value Vm is given by maximum frequency is equal to skew rate, that is 6.28 into the maximum voltage. It is called a full power response. It is maximum frequency of large amplitude sine wave which an operational amplifier can have without distractions. Now we can move to the DC characteristics of operational amplifier. The current is taken from source into the operational input respond directly to current and voltage due to the mismatch in transistor DC output voltages. Number 1, input bias current, input offset current, input offset voltage, and also the fourth one is a thermal drift. First we can move to the input bias current. The operational amplifier input is differential amplifier which may made a BJT or FET, that is a current controlled device or voltage controlled device. It is an ideal operational amplifier which assume that the two current is drawn from the input terminal and the base current entering to the interval inverting and non-inverting terminal, that is a inverting B and non-inverting B respectively. Even though the both transistor are identical, 1 dB and 1 dB plus are not exactly equal due to the interval imbalanced between the two inputs. So the manufacturer supplies the specify the input bias current of IB. Now we can move to the input offset current. The input offset current, the bias current compensation will be work in the both bias current, that is a inverting base current plus non-inverting base current are equal. Since the input transfer cannot be identical, there will allow the some differential between the two current. That difference is called a offset current. So the offset current for the BJT operational amplifier is 20 nano amps, and for FET operational amplifier is 10 picoamps. Even with bias current compensation, the offset current will produce an output voltage. Now we can see the structure of input offset current. It unfortunately, to obtain high input impedance, R1 must be keep large. So the R1 large, the feedback resistance RF must be able to high, so as to obtain the reasonable gain. The feedback network is good solution. There will always allow large feedback resistance while keeping the resistance to ground in dotted line. The T network provides a feedback signal as if it is a network where a single feedback resistance by T to pi conversion. To design the T network, first pink, that is R1 less than RE2, then the calculation of RS equal to RF into 2R4, that is F. So in this lecture we have discussed the AC characteristics and DC characteristics, and what are the uh, characteristic parameters of AC and DC equations. Thank you for watching this video.